I'll tell you what I don't believe in. Can I do that? All right, I don't believe in laws or the system by any means whatsoever. I try not to obey them at any time. That's what I believe in, not believing in.
So what keeps you alive?
4 big bottles of water a day, 2 packs of Marlboro Reds, and what keeps me alive? Shit. Music. I have to listen to music all day long. I'd say that keeps me going. I'm a pretty dark person. I've thought about ending it a million times, and I have to say that music keeps me here. By far, the main thing.
Thank you.
What does hip hop mean to me? Like sometimes it's not really any words that you could say, like, or you can think of to explain like what you're going through right now. Like, sometimes you can just put on a record or whatever, and it's just playing that perfect tone. It's like the explanation to what's in your head.
Music is inspiration.
So music for me is a form of therapy. I often find that, like, particularly when I'm like going through a great deal of, like, I don't know, just a bunch of emotions or just trying events in life, music kind of serves as my escape.
Music is my spiritual connection.
Music is a form of expression. It's kind of a way for people to kind of articulate how they feel in a certain beat. I know for the most part, a lot of these guys listen to, like, they tell stories about their lives, about the different experiences they encounter, and just, you know, the trials and tribulations that they encounter, and also their successes. So music is just a way to tell a specific story to an audience that may not be aware of what's going on in different parts of the world, different environments, and different
Music is inspirational, therapeutic, and last but not least, and most importantly,
music to me is a form of self-expression. It's a verbalization of someone's internal feelings and thoughts. It's a chance for people to express themselves to the world. You know, it's very impactful because music is so worldly. Everyone around the world can identify with the concept of things that are going on, even if they don't understand word for word what's happening. So it's a chance for individual artists to really be themselves, to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, or to even interpret it in sounds. You have like instrumentations or different musical artists who, you know, compose music based upon just instruments as opposed to just being verbal with it. It's a chance for them to really give them their own self-expression and talk about how they're feeling. And, you know, it's dope. It's an outlet. It's an outlet. It's a chance for other people to identify with you.
Music
It's amazing.
is just another form of art, and art is just meaningful in itself because it's an expression of human emotion. It conveys you know, individuals' culture, and it's therapy. So music is all of that because music is art. So whenever I think of like what music means to me, I can never just think of specifically what music is because I'm always thinking in the broader context of what is art.
The effects of censoring. I feel like music should be about like self-expression and like telling the world what's on your mind. And I feel like censoring takes that away. Like it's kind of like saying like, oh yeah, well tell me how you feel, but say it this way, or like explain this way. Or
Okay,
tell
so
them
music is an art form, and art forms have the potential and the ability to lead and incite revolutions. And so I believe that music, major corporations censor music to ensure that masses of people aren't given, I guess, that food for thought to incite those revolutions and make people critically think. I think that if artists were given the true freedom that like they deserve and were able to exercise the power that they have, then like people wouldn't be standing for, you know, the oppression that everyone's currently experiencing. So to keep people at bay, to keep people, you know, oppressed essentially, or just kind of like blinded to the things that are happening, they have to censor music.
Music is what certain companies want us to listen to. Music has become a tool for capitalism. It is no longer a tool of culture. It is no longer a tool of expression.
Okay,
I feel that hip hop is really controlled by corporate America. I mean, at the end of the day, they put on this like perception that Jay-Z and Puff Daddy, the ones really running things, when at the end of the day, somebody's really signing their check. You have like companies like Sony and Warner Brothers who really control the production of everything of music, so they really have the final say-so in what goes out to stores and what goes on TV and radios.
It's like you're in a cage, basically, and you can't really like just express yourself and just release what's all in you.
Yeah, and I feel like true artistry is being hidden, and is being suppressed because of that driving force of being money hungry and like that image that's being produced. Like I listen to so many international artists who I know for a fact would not survive in America because they just don't have the look, but they have all the other qualifications of musicianship. But as far as music being censored, it's not that it's being censored. It's what these companies want us to listen to. It's what's the word I'm trying to say? It's like a drug. It's numbing us to what reality is. No one's willing to push the envelope. No one's willing to convey the truth. A lot of underground artists really do speak on
Why do I
conditions.
feel music is censored? Music is censored more than likely because of the reason why most things that are positive are censored. When people assume too much power and those who have cannot necessarily control it, then they try to stratify it. They stratify it so that it can be broken down. The whole idea that, a fist is, mightier than just the individual fingers, that's not the proverb, but you know what I meant by that. So, music being a self-expression, music being a chance for people to really talk about what they're feeling and what they've been through in their lives, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's a chance for the entire world to hear about injustices, great things that are happening when the Western world is telling you that nothing happens here but bad things. The wrongs that the government may be doing or the wrongs that other governments may be doing, things around the world that are in the trenches. It's things that we won't necessarily see and hear in mainstream media. So you're giving people a voice. You're giving people the power to talk and really connect with people around the world who are maybe going through the same thing. And that's a very powerful thing because that creates solidarity. And if you create solidarity amongst the world, then you're much more powerful than any entity that seeks to control you. So with that being said, it makes sense that music will be censored. They don't want us to have that type of power. They don't want us to have that type of ability to band together and to have camaraderie. It's like kumbaya with the hip hop, they don't want us to be able to do that. They don't want people that don't even understand hip hop, that are in the Middle East and don't even speak English, to be able to come around and say I rock rough and stuff with my Afro puff and throwing up the 3 for high power and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to be able to do that. So with that being said, of course they're gonna censor it. Shut up, have-nots. Shut up. So.
Northside, so he rocks them braids. 1,100 friends on his MySpace page. Stack that cheese, got 700 plays. Producer made him take it down, said he had to pay. Open mic champ 2 weeks in a row. XD boy with a B-boy flow. Glow like Leroy, you should see boy go. Got a daddy serving life and a brother on the road. Best homie in the grave, tatted up while in the cage. Minute Maid got his mama working like a slave. Down baby mama who he really had to honor, cause she